Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be opening up the Curated Bead Box for the month of October. And if you're looking to build up your bead stash, this is the perfect box for you. It's definitely a value box. And if you're not familiar with Curated Bead Box, I'll leave some information down below in the description section of this video, along with a coupon code as well in case you're interested. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And here we have Curated Bead Box for the month of October 2023. The name of this box is Seriously Sassy, and here's a little preview. It looks like we have some purples, blues, and a little bit of yellow. Let's go ahead and open it up. Well, that's a very colorful collection, I must say. And as always, there's a tremendous amount of beads here. Let me get organized and we'll take a look at each one. Here are the larger beads. And one thing I wanted to point out, guys, on the side of the box it says bead sizes and types may vary due to availability. And that can happen sometimes. And it looks like it happened to me because the description says that I was supposed to get 10mm size beads. And these are definitely not 10mm, they're 12mm. So I'm pointing this out to you in case the same thing happened to you. But anyway, I don't mind because there's still a lot of variety here. And I'm definitely going to be able to come up with some kind of design. But anyway, let's take a look at these. These are definitely crackle beads, as you can see. And like I said, they're 12mm in size. And the color is purple. I usually don't know what to do with this size bead other than to use it as a focal bead or maybe some earrings. That's probably what I'll do. But anyway, they're very pretty, as you can see. And I like this color. And these look like they're 10mm in size. These are definitely glass pearl beads and the color is yellow. Very, very nice. It's a very bright and cheerful color. And once again, the list shows that I should have received 6mm size pearl beads. So that's probably what you have in your box. But like I said, I really don't mind. Let's take a look at these now. These are marble style glass beads. And the color is yellow, as you can see. It's a very pale yellow. And this strand is about 16 inches long, so that's quite a few beads. I like this color. It's very, very pale. And a little muted as well. And let's take a look at these. The color is turquoise, as you can see. These look to be about 8mm in size. And these are also marble style glass beads, as you can see. So there's a little bit of dark turquoise in there as well. These are very pretty. I like this color. Turquoise and yellow go well together. Let me get some more beads. And here's some smaller beads. The beads on these 3 strands are 6mm in size, and these are 4mm in size. Let's take a look at this one. The color is dark turquoise, and these are crackle beads. And this is a 10.5-inch strand. I really do enjoy using the 6mm size, especially with today's trends. And these beads are really interesting looking because some of them look a little bit frosted or matte, and some don't. Very interesting. But I really like it. I like that color. Let's take a look at these now. These have a very interesting effect. They're called spot marble style glass beads, and you can see why. You can see little spots. And the color is purple, but there's also a little bit of turquoise, as you can see. And this is also a 10.5-inch strand. Very nice. And these look like they have the same kind of effect. The spot marble style effect. And it looks like the color of these is plum with a little bit of turquoise as well. Aren't these pretty? They're so pretty. I like these. Let's take a look at the pearl beads. These are glass pearl beads, and the color is purple, and they're 4mm in size. I'm definitely going to be designing with these because I like the size. But I'm not sure what I'm going to team them up with. I might team them up with that dark turquoise. I'm not sure. I'll have to play around with it. Let me get some more items. Here are the next 3 items. We have a whole bunch of seed beads, as you can see. It looks like they're size 6.0. They're pretty large. And here we have some oval beads. Let's take a look at these. There are quite a few seed beads here, as you can see. The list of contents says there's 1 ounce of seed beads here, and they're opaque, as you can see. Now these are kind of irregular, so I wouldn't recommend these for bead weaving, but you can use them for beaded components, or you can just string them on beading wire. Let's take a look at these now. Here are 4 of them, but we get a total of 8. And the color of these beads is milky white. They measure 14 by 10mm. And they're a little bit translucent, I would say. Not a whole lot, but they are a little bit translucent from what I can see. Very nice. Let's take a look at these now. Here are 3 of them, but we get a total of 6. I love this color, I really do. The color is actually sky blue, and these are definitely very transparent. I love transparent beads for some reason, I'm not sure why. I like them better than opaque, but I guess it depends on the design. But anyway, these measure 16 by 12 millimeters. Aren't these nice? They're so nice. I really like these. Let me get some more items. And here are the metals. As you can see, they're all silver. We have a locket, so that's something different. We've never had that kind of pendant before. And here we have some spacer beads. And I think these are spacer beads as well. Although they look a little bit like bead caps to me, but we'll take a look at them in just a second. And these are definitely bead caps. Let's take a look at these. These are interesting looking. I've never seen spacer beads this shape before. They measure 6 by 4 millimeters, and there's a total of 25 beads. There's some kind of design there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me put them on a rod. I have 8 of them here, as you can see. And they definitely do have some kind of design there. Looks like a little flower maybe. It's hard to tell because it's so small. But aren't these interesting? They're so different. I'm going to have to think about what to do with these. I'm sure I'll come up with something that would actually look nice stacked together like this on a strand. I'll have to think about it. Let's take a look at this pendant. As you can see, it has a flower design, and it's actually a photo frame locket. It measures 26 millimeters. There's the back. There's no design on the back, it's just smooth. Let me open it up. I guess you'd want to put the photo right there. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. You could probably put one here as well. So that's very cool. Something different. Let's take a look at these bead caps. Here's 8 of them, but we get a total of 25, and these measure 6 millimeters in size. So these are going to be perfect for those 6 millimeter size beads. I like that we get 25. You could potentially use them on 12 beads. And sometimes I use 1 bead cap depending on the design. And let's take a look at these. These are very interesting looking as well. They're listed as spacer beads, but to me, they look a little bit like a bead cap because they're concave on this side. And since these have large holes, you could use them on leather cord. Now the description says they measure 6 millimeters across, but to me, they look more like 7 millimeters across. And they have a very interesting bumpy design. They're almost star-shaped. I really like them. Let me get the Finding Starter Kit now. And here's the Finding Starter Kit. If you're new to jewelry making, this is a really great kit to have because it has almost everything you need to get started. It has the basics anyway. Let me show you what it has. We get memory wire, and this memory wire measures 60 millimeters in diameter. We get head pins. These are flat head pins, and they're very thick and sturdy. We get jump rings, and these are 6 millimeters in size. We get beading wire, and I believe this is the 7-strand beading wire. We get crimp beads. They're very small crimp beads. They're not tubes, they're the round crimp beads. We get some lobster clasps, and there's a total of 4. We get stretch cord, and it's the really thick stretch cord. And we get ear wire hooks. I think there's a total of 6 ear wire hooks. And the Finding Starter Kit usually comes in gold or silver. So if you're new and you don't know what to get, this kit comes in really handy. So now what I'd like to do is arrange everything on my board, and we'll take a look at the whole collection. And here's the whole collection, and what an explosion of color this is. It's definitely a seriously sassy collection. I love that they chose that name. I've never combined purple with yellow. I've combined turquoise with yellow, but never purple with yellow. I'd have to take a look at the color wheel to see how those colors relate to each other. And I'm seeing a couple of design options here. I can use this locket pendant, or I can use some of these other larger beads to make some kind of focal pendant. I'll have to think about it. I'm definitely seeing a possibility using the turquoise beads together, this one, and maybe teaming them up with these yellow ones as well. I'm not sure. But that would end up looking like a summer piece instead of fall. But anyway, guys, I want you to come back and check my channel for future tutorials using some of these beads. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.